In this video, we're going to learn how to emulate a do-while loop in Python. So many languages support what's called a do-while loop. In a do-while loop, the loop body is first going to execute, and then the condition which determines whether the loop is going to continue to execute or not is checked. So for example, in the pseudocode below, I is initialized to 10. Then the loop body is going to execute. Then the condition here is going to be checked. Is I less than 10? I is not less than 10 to begin with. I is equal to 10 before the loop body even executes. But that doesn't matter. The loop body is going to execute once, no matter what. Then this condition, because I is equal to 10, is going to be false. And then the loop is going to stop. So a do-while loop is a loop control structure where the body of the loop is going to be executed once, no matter what, even if the condition is never true. Now, Python doesn't actually have do-while loops. It does have while loops, but those work differently. So for example, we could initialize I to 10. Then we could have a while loop with the condition while I is less than 10. Then we could make our loop body where we're going to output I using print. And then we'll have I is equal to I plus 1 to increment I by 1. If we try this out, we'll see that the loop body is never going to execute because I is equal to 10. And with a while loop, the condition is checked first before the loop body executes. So because I is never less than 10, the loop body here is never going to execute. So we could save our program and try it out. And we get no output here because the loop body is never executed. Now, Python doesn't officially support do-while loops, but we can emulate do-while loops in Python by making while loops where the loop body is guaranteed to execute at least once. There are several ways we could do this. One simple way to do this is to replace the while loop condition with true. That way, the loop body is guaranteed to execute at least once, no matter what. Then the last statement of the while loop can be an if statement that decides whether or not to stop the loop. We can have here, if not I is less than 10, break. Now before, when we had I is less than 10 as the while loop condition, that meant that we wanted the loop to continue to execute so long as I was less than 10. If I was not less than 10, then we wanted the loop to stop executing. Now we have true for the while loop condition, and that's good because that means this loop body is going to execute once, no matter what. But with true as the while loop condition, the loop is going to continue to execute forever unless we do something else to stop the execution of the loop, because true is always true. Now the keyword break will also stop the execution of the loop. And here we're saying, if it's not the case that our desired condition is true, then stop the execution of the loop using break. So now this loop is going to emulate the behavior of a do-while loop. We could save our program and try it out. And now we do get 10. And that's because we've set up the loop body to execute once, no matter what, even if the condition which determines whether or not the loop should continue is never going to be true. Now there are other ways that we could emulate the behavior of a do-while loop. For example, we could have a variable called first iteration that would keep track of whether or not it's the first iteration of the loop. So for example, we could initially set first iteration to true. Then for our while loop condition, we could have while it's the first iteration or our condition, I is less than 10. Then in the loop body, we could actually set first iteration to false. And then down here, we can actually delete this if statement. So the way this solution is going to work is that initially with first iteration set to true, this condition is going to be true the first time it's checked, no matter what, because true or anything, whether it's true or false, is always going to evaluate to true, because true or false or true both evaluate to true. Then, once we set first iteration to false, on subsequent iterations of the loop, this condition is going to be determined entirely by this portion of the condition, I is less than 10, because false or true is true, false or false is false. That means it's entirely up to this portion of the condition. So we can save our program and try it out. And again, we're going to get 10. So these are some ways that we can emulate the behavior of a do-while loop in Python. Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers.